Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is Consumers Daily Show, where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the wild, wild web today. It is Monday, August 10th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills, the unofficial home of internet entrepreneurship. We're brought to you by Slash, Rock After Sale, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligems, Northbeam, Saguno, and Postscript. And boy, have we got a jam-packed show for you today. Buc-ee's is on the warpath. Yes, they are. Yes, sir. They are going after anyone and everyone who has a kind of an almost beaver or like-minded logo. And if you are like them, you are not going to win. 100% avocado oil. Bad weekend for all associated products. A new study has come out. Primal Kitchen is included among them, and the internet has a lot to say about how avocado oil no longer trustworthy. We're going to get into it. Under Armour has its 13th quarter consecutive of revenue decline, and I don't know about you, but that's a record I don't want to be setting. And CringeMart by DoorDash methinks this is going to be a beloved campaign that we all can enjoy. We're going to be joined by Adam Gillman, co-founder of Hiya, George Zhou, co-founder of Buffs, and Mike Manheimer, chief customer officer at Postscript. Also going to be joined by Chase Mohseni, founder of CreativeOS. Here at the top of the show, as always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Dougherty. Run inside this show, Colin. Get inside this show.
Let's go. Crazy.
A lot happening. A lot
happening.
Even like inside of our Slack, like a lot happening right before the show began. I've got new cards today. I don't know if anybody noticed that. I got new cards. It's a test drive. It's a test drive of new cards here on the show.
I'm doing like matrix dodges because there's so much coming at us.
There's a lot. There's a lot coming at us. Ooh. And I think we need a little help. It'd be nice. There's so much coming at us. It'd be nice to have a little help here at the top of the show. Let us welcome the one and only Chase Mohseni, founder of CreativeOS. Get inside this show.
Oh, new location?
New location.
Whoa.
New location.
Is this a new location or a new background? What is this?
This is just the new background. You guys didn't need to see. Yeah, I'm trying to manifest how I feel when I come on the show with you guys with my new background and my new internet speed, right? Like we were at like 400. We were at 400 before I got on here. Okay, guys? My hair is clean. My background is clean. My internet connection is clean. Like let's take on the fucking day. It's Monday, baby.
Right?
Let's go.
Let us take on the day.
Yeah.
The great thing. Every day is a gift. Every day is game day, and every day is a holiday. Should you take it so correctly, sir?
It is day one, baby. Let's go.
Day one of one. Chase Mohseni, I must say, the internet for you is crisp right now. And we had to slog through a few battles.
God, listen, you can't, like, to climb up, you got to go a couple of base camps, and it can get musty. It can get tough. Yeah. The funniest thing is you have Mike on. We recorded our podcast with Orange on Friday, and they all said, they're like, dude, your internet is sensational. So I've been getting shit for years. I don't know what happened. I think someone clipped the internet cables by my house like a few days ago, and then they reset them. And now, guys, we're in 2026 with our internet.
Wow.
I think I was living in 2015 with the old cable. So I think you were. I think we're ready to go. Let's talk about some Buc-ee's.
Can we? There's something very interesting happening here. Okay, Buc-ee's I think of as a beloved Texas company. I don't know if they're officially from Texas, but I think of them as from Texas, whether they are or they aren't. They are on the warpath, ladies and gentlemen. This article comes to us by way of Morning Brew. I give us some details here because you do not want to be in their way. You don't even want to like look similar like them at all. Probably don't even want to use the color yellow. Okay. I'm not being facetious. Details here from Morning Brew. We thought the only angry beavers were Norbert and Daggett, but it might be time to add Buc-ee to the list. Buc-ee's has garnered a lot of attention for a series of lawsuits it's filed regarding alleged trademark infringement on its beloved buck-toothed boy. Convenience mart / gas station chain based in Texas recently thrilled International World Cup fans, as it does me every time I go. On July 26th, John Oliver, kind of crazy, dedicated a segment of Last Week Tonight to the barrage of lawsuits Buc-ee's has lodged against smaller businesses. Okay, let me give you a few examples. Born United, okay, an apparel line that features a beaver strikingly similar, okay, to the Buc-ee's mascot that's carrying an automatic weapon. That's a no-no. That one, we gotta go against that one. They did. A dog park, okay, in Missouri called Barky's. All right, the dog park has got to go. The dog park was completely shut down, gentlemen, okay, as a result of the lawsuit. Choke Canyon Barbecue, a San Antonio, Texas-based restaurant chain with a circular logo that had a cartoon, not beaver, a cartoon alligator, okay? Oof. A circle with a cartoon alligator, also had yellow in the background. Jury in Houston, Texas just ruled it was too similar to Buc-ee's. Now, there are more, okay? They're taking on a big Ohio chain of gas stations as well. I'd like to just show this and give you, gentlemen, a little context. Producer Jack, bring up the next link that I gave you here. These are some of the court documents, one could say, or at least a presentation developed on this information. Bring it up for us here, Producer Jack. And this is from the edtexasbenchbar.com. And you can see some of these related logos here that Buc-ee's is going after. Jack, if you have this, bring this up for us, okay? The defendants here, plaintiff was Buc-ee's, defendants was Choke Canyon Barbecue. And I'm looking at them right now. I would say like this is a little ridiculous, like from my point of view.
It's not good.
It's not good. Jack, can you bring this up for us or not? Let me know. We need to see this. The Buc-ee's trademark claim. Let me give you some side-by-sides here while Jack is bringing this up. Beaver, alligator, brown animal, green animal, aquatic creature, red tongue, bulging eyes, upright. Okay, scroll down, Producer Jack. Go to page 6. Go to page 6. Right facing, wearing hat, teeth showing, drawn in black. Okay, now look at these. Now this was in Buc-ee's favor. Is this too much? Is that too close? Is this too close? Yeah. Colin Dougherty, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I could totally understand being on the Buc-ee's team and seeing that this is a little bit too close. The issue is the background color. Honestly, the issue is background color, the way it's facing, and it is like this similar caricature. If they change the background color, flip the guy the other way, I think you'd be fine. But it's so obvious that the team that created the alligator took a ton of inspiration from Buc-ee's in making it. It's very obvious. There's a clear through line that they are using that initial inspo to make the alligator.
Okay, Chase Mohseni, your thoughts on this? I mean, I don't feel like do they own like the Circle Yellow from now? They own like Circle Yellow and an animal character. I mean, it seems. I mean, I know they're protecting their business, but come on. I mean, it's an alligator. Is my thought here? Your thoughts on this?
How do I even start to explain? Like, this is just the fucking problem with American business, dude. You're just gonna sue people because they use the circle fucking like a yellow fucking circle. Like, who? By the way, amazing for them to get press about this, being like, we're protecting our brand, and you could spin it. I mean, as a marketer, you go like, we're protecting our brand so that we can deliver you guys the most iconic, best service humanly possible from Buc-ee the Beaver. Right? Like, there's a whole way to do this. This just smacks to me of a legal team getting a message from their CEO while he was out one day seeing the circle and be like, what the fuck is this? And then them being like, oh my God, we haven't done anything in 15 years. And they go and find 100 of them. And they're like, look, man, we can go and do this. And he's like, kill them all. Right. And so this is one of those, like, this is just like a American business at its finest, when you're suing people in Choke Canyon because they were inspired by your multi-state, multi-billion-dollar business, and they're just trying to get by in Choke Canyon.
In Choke Canyon, baby.
And so I get you're trying to protect your business. I think having, you know, gotten some cease and desists in my lifetime. All right, dude, you said cease and desist. I will desist, and I will cease, and just say like, hey, change your logo. I'm pretty sure every single person on this list, if they had just sent one of those, would have been like, all right, as the kids say, bet. And they would have done it. So I think there's a certain amount of theater that's going on from the legal team, which they like to do.
And they did change their logo. Bring this back up, producer Jack. I want to show some more of these slides. Okay, so slide 7. Okay, you can see they're definitely leaning into it. Okay, they got the nuggets.
Yeah.
They got the ice. Okay. I mean, I say, you know, you got me. Okay, I'm leaning into it. You got me. Okay, and you can see the evolution. Next slide, producer Jack. You can see the evolution of their logo. It used to just be black and white. Then they had a gator. Then they eventually evolved. Okay, you know, we're leaning into the cartoon thing. Okay, people like the cartoon thing. We're going to lean into the cartoon thing. Here's what I will say. Slide 10, you can see where they've ended up now. So they did change their logo. This is their logo now. It's orange. Okay, it's got a cowboy dude, Choke Canyon barbecue. Okay, they're definitely staying away from the cartoon character. But all right, go to slide 12. Here are some other actions that they are taking. Okay, Chicks is 2 chickens. It's got a yellow background. That one's a no-go. That one's a no-go. Okay, Irvs is like a house. It's like a yellow house with a cartoon cowboy. That one's a no-go. This one's a no-go like too.
This Irvs thing probably has been around since like 1954. And that looks like a drawing that you would see in like a children's book from back then. I don't.
It does. It does. And then lastly, Sam's Mart down here in the right-hand corner. This is like I don't know what this is, like a bear?
Like sad. I thought for a second it was a moose, but it might be like a dog.
It's like a moose or a dog or a bear of some sort. Yellow circle facing the other way. That one's a no-go. Yeah. That one's a no-go also.
Well, they have yellow and red. Like you can't take 2 of the 3.
I guess not. I guess not.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say other than don't mess with Texas, you know? I mean, Buc-ee's is coming, okay? If you got a cartoon character and you got yellow, beware. They are coming for you.
Their name is Buc, and they like to sue.
They like to sue.
I don't know if you guys even caught the reference I just made.
I did. I caught that one. I did. My name's Buc, and I'm here to sue.
I like to sue.
You know, Colin, have you seen what they're doing in Ohio? Okay, so there's this whole chain of C-store restaurants up in Ohio that's called like Mickey's. It's a big moose. Okay. And they stepped foot in Ohio, Buc-ee's did, an immediate lawsuit against Mickey's, I believe. 35 chain, 35 years, okay? They've been there like working together, whatever, for 35 years. Now Buc-ee's is in Ohio, and that's a no-go. That's a no-go too. So they're going after them. And the governor of Ohio wants Buc-ee's to let it go, but Mickey's is going to fight it. He says, we intend to move forward as the Mickey's you've always known. We aren't going anywhere. They have big moose. They've got a red moose. Ooh. That's no good. Red moose. That's
I actually like this. I genuinely actually like this from Buc-ee's. I mean, maybe this is just me showing my, you know, just cold, dark soul, but I actually think Buc-ee's has done a phenomenal job, an absolutely world-class case on making an incredible brand that has stood above and probably at the top of all of the rest. And they're actively trying to protect that IP and making sure that no other brands are kind of tarnishing that just by mere potential association. I kind of get it. I would be too if I spent all of these years making an incredible premium brand inside of a very tight knife fight heavy space that is gas stations.
Yep.
I get it. I understand. I understand why they would want to do this.
I am I'm a fan of Buc-ee's. I just like to say officially.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Favorite gas store, favorite gas station. Okay. It's Texas sized and golly.
Yeah. They have a place
Texas
in like Nevada called Terribles, and they have kind of a similar vibe where it's like you don't mess with Terribles, you know. So you don't mess with Buc-ee's. Colin, I actually really like it too. Like it's capital. I'm joking around about the lawyers, but it's capitalism at its finest. Like you're not going to mess with us. We have a low margin, high volume business. Every single thing that cuts away at that degrades our kind of our dominion. That's the word I was looking for. Dominion over these over the South. Like you're not fucking with us. So I quite like them laying the law down. It's good.
Well, they are doing it and doing it with authority. Moving forward to our stories of the day, gentlemen, on the way. A word from our sponsors over at Intelligems. Play it for us, producer Jack. What is the next big idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligems exists. It's an AI powered testing platform, helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligems.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. Totally free, AI powered audit. Go talk with Intelligems. Get the next new big idea for your business. Many thanks for Intelligems being part of avocado oil. Gentlemen, is very controversial upon the timeline over the weekend. This is a story that we have covered, but a fresh news here that we should bring up. This tweet went out over the weekend. It's been seen 418,000 times so far. It reads, this from Localize Farmers Markets, a localized food app. Every Primal Kitchen Kraft Heinz executive should be put in front of a jury. Localize says consumers deserve their money back. The headline here, Primal Kitchen was bought out by Kraft Heinz. Now, every, quote, 100% avocado oil product tested came back as fraudulent. Now, you know, maybe there's some hyperbole type words in here. Okay, fraudulent. Okay, I don't know. But there was a recent study, and it is quoted here. I want to bring this up. This is coming out of UC Davis, specifically referring to chips, but also referencing salad dressings and such. Apparently, avocado oil, very tricky to get right with the manufacturers that are available to all of these better for you brands. Study finds 89% of avocado oil labeled processed foods tested contain other oils. I have bought some of these chips here, referenced in this, out of this research from UC Davis. 48 of the 54 avocado oil labeled products were adulterated with cheaper oils. Again, wow, the words here, adulterated. Wow. Consumers, this is a quote from lead author Selena Wang, professor of cooperative extension at UC Davis. Consumers are increasingly paying a premium for products made with avocado oil or olive oil. They deserve to get what they pay for, and food manufacturers deserve confidence that the ingredients they purchase from suppliers are authentic. And I think the fact that so many of them have this problem apparently coming out from the study, to me it points at it's a supplier issue. There's something happening along the supply chain. Maybe there's not enough unadulterated avocado oil to go around. I don't know. It gets into all of the details here on how it's produced and how they measure with the unique chemical fingerprint, etc. But I think a problem, nevertheless, since so many of us are paying higher dollar for better for you products, avocado oil perhaps not the move any longer, or at least for the present. Your thoughts on this, Chase Mohseni?
Okay, I'm going to start with something and I'm going to land the plane. First, have you guys ever been in like manufacturing and like dealt with factories and what they work with? Essentially, like they start out doing the exact thing that they need to do and delivering on it and figuring out the process. And then as they look at their margins, Oh, Colin, you know about this because of shoes. So I was in shoes and fashion before all of this stuff many years ago. And then you start finding they're trying to cut corners, and it's because they're trying to fix their margin dollars. The same thing every e-com company does when doing shipping and all this other kind of stuff. And there is no regulation on any of this stuff at the supplier level, right? So have you seen that founder? I don't know her name. Ashley Sweeney, that's her name. She started this company called Realm, which is like non-toxic air freshener. And her whole thing was she found that like there's no regulation on perfume, on air fresheners, on candles or anything like that. So you're just sending toxins into the air that you breathe, right? So we go and we all the way down the line go and use an app like Yuka, or I forget the other one, where you look and say, hey, are there bad ingredients in this, versus up front having some sort of like USDA or someone going to the suppliers, not the distributors or the creators, but the suppliers of those people, and saying, hey, what are you doing with all of this? So I think the challenge really is there's so many layers that a piece of like a chip needs to get to before it gets into our house and into our stomachs that are not regulated right now. So I think this is what will happen. Speaking as a person who buys all of this stuff and tries to do all of this, I'm literally always looking at what ingredients are in there, because if my kids have it, I want to give them better stuff. Because like, my parents gave me, hot dogs with 97 nitrates that I'm cooked, right? My gut is done. Like it's over. But I want to make sure they're having a good time. So I think suppliers are what's going to get, who are going to get held eventually accountable for this. And, just because of who's kind of in office dealing with health, I think this will become a bigger issue than it is.
Fair point.
Yeah,
that's a fair point.
Like he's been pushing all of this stuff, and I have no leaning one way or the other. I'm just going to say that feels like something that will happen. I can neither confirm nor deny. There's no leaning on either way. Please, no one put me online.
Not a political show.
I'm an impartial actor here. I'm just sharing information.
Just a consumer of avocado oil products.
Chase, I love how you're trying to skirt around saying RFK like he's Voldemort, like he should not be named, like the guy in the office. You're like,
the Kennedy who will be named later, right?
Yeah, it's like we know who it is.
Colin, your thoughts on this?
This is terrible. They should be sued into oblivion for this, and pay all of the fines. Also, all of the people that purchase this should get their refunds. I am huge on third-party testing. I think third-party testing should be very standardized. You should be third-party tested out the wazoo if you're launching a consumer, because we're putting these things into our bodies. I think Kraft has the money to pay for, all of these refunds, but I don't think that you can rationally say to me, that's okay that they lied about what is inside of the new ingredients, because it's something that we're eating and actually going into our bodies. I just see this as a deplorable behavior that should be addressed. And I hope that he who should not be named actually comes down on them pretty heavily. And I hope that there's more third-party testing as a result of this.
Here's my question though. Who is the they? Who is the they? Like, who's ultimately responsible? I say this because I just don't buy. I don't buy that there are executives in, very high-rise offices somewhere in New York City or beyond that are saying, we want to say 100% avocado oil and then not sell them that. I just kind of don't buy that. Like, who is saying that? Dude. The reason that I bring this up, to me, this points at a supply manufacturing issue, like deep wherever avocado oil is made. Part of me wonders, like, are there even enough avocado oils to supply all of the 100% avocado oil that the market wants? Like, I don't know. I can't imagine that the avocado itself is set up to produce just a tremendous amount of oil to satisfy all of the Earth's needs. Like, maybe this is just not the route, like, for this kind of product for the better for you options that we all want. Like maybe avocado oil is just like not the answer because there's not enough supply to meet the unadulterated demand. I'm bringing this up. Like, is it truly like the evil person in the office? Like, we want to lie to the American public and we want to destroy them and we want to trick them. It's 100%, but it's not. I'm just bringing this up. Like,
that's crazy.
Do these people really exist?
There's someone in some office, whether it's at the supplier level or at the Heinz Kraft level, who is it's like, we can get away with this. Not we're trying to trick the public, not like we're trying to harm the public, but like if it's, let's just say it's 98% avocado oil, right? Yeah. Let's just say that's the number. They're like, no one's gonna care. And the answer is in 2026. Yeah, they fucking are. Like, there are pockets of the internet they're going to find a way to do something with this. And by the way, they should. Don't clip me and say that I didn't say that they should care. They definitely should care. But there's for sure someone in an office trying to get one over on people and be like, okay, well, we didn't get, to your point, Chris, maybe there is a shortage of avocado, or it's really challenging to get 100% fidelity avocado oil or match the supply. Let's just say that they're like, well, if we just skim 3% out of every single batch, we will meet the demand that is happening right now. No one's going to know the difference. It's like, well, people care about this stuff at different levels. So yes, I definitely think there are those people. Like, there's hundreds of movies that are about this. There are hundreds of books that are about this. Like, even if you just think about back to 2008, it's like, no one's going to care that we packaged the mortgages like this. Everything's going to be fine. Subprime is fine. No, and it's like, we're having one of these, like, we are really, there's a whole other discussion about data centers and CapEx and all this other stuff. Like, feels a little sketchy, but I think there are people like this all over. I don't know how much they skimmed out of it, but I think Colin agrees with me, which is, all I need.
100%.
Yeah.
I believe that. Can we get away with it? I believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, DuPont buried the research for forever chemicals for a while until a lawyer basically sued them for 10 years straight. And then they were like, oh yeah, we actually had this research about forever chemicals. It's pretty bad for you. That's our bad. Okay. Here's $500 million as a result.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
We have a lot of money. We're still around.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
I want my avocado reparations. That's what I want.
Well, I don't know if those are coming, but somebody else that has a lot of explaining to do. Under Armour, gentlemen, has had their 13th consecutive quarter of declining revenue. This article comes to us by way of Reuters, and it doesn't look good. I will say it doesn't look as bad as it has. But 13 in a row, definitely not good. Scroll down here, Producer Jack. I want to show the good people with us here today this chart, the Under Armour. Yeah, keep going down the red bar chart. You're going to see it here. One more. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. You're going to see a red bar chart. And that's what I want to show people. Q1 2024 down 2%. Q3 2024 down 6%. Q2 2025 down 11%, repeated again in Q4 of 2025, and the hits just keep coming. This quarter, they're projecting Q1 2027 is going to be down 3%, is what they're projecting now. None of this looks good, and I like have some question, like, what is going on with Under Armour? What's going on? I'm going to pose this, okay, which I rarely do, but I'm going to pose this. Maybe there's like probably some problems on the product level, but also just like who they're doing collabs and launches with. I say this to say, I know Producer Jack's going to get mad at me. They recently have done a big launch with a K-pop brand, a K-pop all boys boy band who I had never heard of. Okay. This was like their latest campaign that's at the top of my mind. And as I was looking at them do this, and I'm looking at these charts of like continual consecutive quarters of revenue decline, it made me wonder, like, where is the click clack Where is the we must protect this house? Where is like the AJ Hawks of the world? You know, where is Ray Lewis? Where is like this generation's LeVar Arrington that is coming out and doing something incredible in the arena of sport? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And Chase Mohseni has to go. We love you, Chase. We love you. Colin Dougherty, your thoughts on this, sir?
It's terrible. I mean, Under Armour just doesn't know who they are right now. I would pose a question back to you, and it's like, what is Under Armour's number one product? What's their staple product?
I have no clue now. I don't know.
That is the exact reason why they're so bad right now, is they don't have a hero product that represents who they are as a brand that they can really just plant their flag into and say, this is who we are, and then we're going to build products around this. They're all over the place. None of it makes sense right now. None of the collabs make sense. I will say the one commercial I saw recently with the twins out of Miami, that was incredible. It's a smaller collaboration, but I think they should do more of that to enter into like the quote unquote like cool space. They need to be cool again. They have to cut a ton of stuff. And as someone who is from Baltimore, where Under Armour is headquartered, it's a big deal. And no one is really fired up about Under Armour at all. Like 0%.
I think the issue I have even with the Cavender twins, Haley and Hannah,
that's them.
Cavender,
yeah,
like they don't play sports anymore. I'm just bringing that up.
Yeah, like, it's a good social media collab, but it's like they're not. It's so far from the "We will protect this house," the Ray Lewis commercials.
Yeah,
where you're like, wow, I'm ready to run through a brick wall and rock and roll with this. I see them going. I don't see any path forward with them. I continue to see them going down. I really don't see. I don't see a way through this where they are going to be better with their current plan that they have, unless they, I hate to say it, but like clear house, get a full new creative direction in there, clean basically everybody out of there, and then basically kill like 80% of the products and just like, hey, we're going to restart this thing. I think that's what it takes because they're that like bloated and also don't make any more sense for anybody.
I'll say too, like on top of this, like who are the college football teams that wear Under Armour now? Well, it's like, you know, it's like Notre Dame and Georgia Tech. You know, it's like I don't even know like who are the other teams that are rocking Under Armour. I'm highlighting this to like build upon what you're saying. Like they need to go like core like target audience, like hardcore man in the arena, gladiatorial. Like that's where they need to go. I even bring up, I question like the collab that they had with The Rock like a long time ago. I know they had this big partnership with The Rock. It's like, yeah, he's like not an athlete. He's like an old man, retired wrestler, like actor who's extremely popular. Like I get it. He's extremely popular. He's got aura about how much he works out and everything. But I feel like there's like a big missing with them. Steph Curry's gone. You know, The Rock and the relationship with him apparently
Spieth's still around.
What it used to be. Spieth, he's like not at the top of his game,
but he's not good anymore. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
like
all the
they've got to find a way. They've got to find a way forward.
It's so interesting because I'm from Baltimore and like the Under Armour HQ is in the center of Baltimore and it's like a huge thing. A lot of people try to go there and it's like a very kind of coveted job, but they also don't pay very well at all. So it's like they used to be like, we're cool. We already know that we're cool. We're not going to pay you well. So then you got like all of these people that were like underpaid, but then now the stock is like going down with it as well. And so it's like none of it really makes a ton of sense. There's no through line for them at all. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with them. I want to see him.
Who's the Under Armour consumer?
It used to be high school boys that were playing football. Like that's
who is it now?
I don't know.
That's what
who
I'm
it is
saying.
now.
They don't even know themselves anymore.
I think they've like gone too far beyond too far outside of what used to be their core.
Yeah.
ICP. And the thing feels amiss, and the revenue shows it.
They had a huge opportunity when they were pushing into running to do heavy run clubs and basically become like the UA run club cool kids. And like you could own that. Now I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know how you get through this.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but it feels bloated, it feels old, it feels tired, it feels amiss, and I want to see them get back to. I feel like they could still own a giant chunk of college football, which is the second most popular sport in America. I feel like they could get back into that whole audience and really get back to who they were. Right now, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. I don't know who they're going for.
They have to start operating like Roback, who is basically signing all of these NIL deals as quickly as possible with all of these people. They have to start operating nimble, small like a startup, and not like bloated, like let's go sign Steph Curry for $300 million, blah, blah, blah. Because it's just, I mean, they're just bleeding right now.
You know what would be interesting? It'd be interesting if they stepped into that whole sphere and found a way. I don't know how you do this, but found a way to lean into like Big Ten versus the SEC and just say, like, we're sponsoring this whole conference, whichever one they lead with, go SEC, go Big Ten, don't care. And like pit it, like make it Under Armour versus Nike, like lean into that whole thing. And they've got to find a way to like get back into the relevancy of the zeitgeist. And
it's so true. Yeah, especially since Nike's also a bit on the down right now. They could really do a Mac versus PC type of deal and crush it, which is really interesting. I don't know if they have the huevos to do that.
I don't know if they do. But I do know a man who has the gall, the aura to do incredible things on the interwebs, maybe sell his business for, $240 million, something like that. I am speaking of the one and only Adam Gillman, co-founder of Hiya, children's supplements, vitamins extraordinaire, who is coming into this show right now. Before he comes, a word from our sponsors over at Rich Panel and Sati. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your affiliate program, it looks fine on paper. Commissions going out, sales coming in, but the industry is built on last click attribution. It's an oversimplification of affiliates as a channel. Sati is the first affiliate platform built on multi-touch attribution, cookieless, Shopify native, services who introduce your customer, who nurture them along the way, and who close the sale. So you're no longer just looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of how your affiliate channel moves people through the buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. Get 20% off your plan. Many thanks for Sati being part of the show. Our CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000, and 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed, or your money back. Go to richpanel.com, book your demo today. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of the show. Coming inside of the show, the one and only Adam Gillman. If you don't know Hiya, you should. HIYA. Believe they launched like literally on the day COVID-19 became a thing. Okay.
Whoa.
They scaled to no VC, no investment, bootstrapped, subscription only, 100% subscription.
Whoa.
Went from 0 to 100 mil and beyond. I believe they've now sold a good chunk of that, and our boy Adam, methinks, went away with a very nice paycheck that he very much deserves. We must bring him inside of the show, the one and only Adam Gillman of Hiya. Get in here, Adam. Get inside this show.
Let's go.
Hi guys, nice to see you.
Adam,
you guys could talk about me every time I enter a room. It would be amazing.
Hey,
we try.
are so down for that, Adam.
We're down.
We're so down for that always. We appreciate you making the time to join us. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Adam, you have got to give us a little lore on creating Hiya. There's a number of things that stand out to me. Of course, I've got a bunch of kids, and so it just stands out to me because it's kids, supplements, vitamins, etc. But I find it wild. The option is you get to the website, you can subscribe. Like that's what you can do. Like this is like crazy for me. And obviously you guys have done it so well and scaled this thing up and now had a very nice interested party who came along as well. Tell us about getting this thing off the ground, Adam.
Yeah, so it was very much a business born out of personal need. My co-founder, excuse me, my co-founder Darren and I both had children or still have children. His were a little bit older than mine at the time. And we just were not happy with the options that existed on the market as it relates to supplementation. And most people that have kids struggle with certain things that their kid does not eat. So ipso facto, they don't get all of the sustenance that they need from the food that they eat.
True.
And supplementation is an important means to fill those gaps. And when we looked at what was on the market, it was not clean label, filled with a lot of junk, primarily gummy as a form factor, which oftentimes meant a lot of sugar as well. We're big believers that there has been a sugar crisis in this country. We're a lot further along today than we were back in 2018, 19, when we first thought of the business and ultimately launched in 2020. In terms of parents are a lot more conscious of sugar intake with their children. Adults are a lot more conscious of sugar intake in general. But at the time, it was still relatively early. So we got to work, developed the formulation on our own with a team of advisors, doctors, food scientists, things of that sort. Took us about a year to ultimately make a product that we were proud to put onto the market. And yes, we launched day zero when WHO announced that the COVID-19 pandemic.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Adam, could you dive into a story you told recently about it, which is kind of called the U-Haul moment, which kind of changed the trajectory of the company? Could you talk about a little bit about this, what happened?
How do you know about the U-Haul moment?
We do our research.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So the U-Haul moment was we were having fulfillment issues. We launched, using a very similar strategy that most people do, find a 3PL. We were obviously very product and brand focused, but once we developed our product, we were really focused on acquisition marketing, right? And from day one, we were customer obsessed, constantly speaking to our customers, paying attention to the feedback that we were getting. And there were just all of these fulfillment issues, delayed orders, wrong products being shipped, et cetera. The fulfillment center that all of our product was housed at was about a 4.5-hour drive from my house. I made the decision that I was going to do it myself. And I was afraid, and granted, they were very nice about it, the fulfillment or the 3PL that we were using, but I was just afraid that if I said, you don't have my business anymore, they were going to do something. So I said, I'm just going to have to show up there and say, I want my product, and then I'll be on my way. They helped me load up the truck, took a very long time, drove it back, was up till 1 a.m, unloading it back in very small warehouse, rented a few days. And then we in-housed all of our fulfillment and logistics, which unlocked a lot of other creative retention tactics and learnings along the way. But that was the U-Haul moment.
Wow.
That is, it's a bold move. It's a scary move.
Yeah.
I have done this once before, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Our stuff was like scattered everywhere. I mean, it took us days, but like if you you feel like your business is hanging in the balance, and hey, we got to make a dramatic move here, then you gotta do it. Tell me about like unlocking, more retention, tactics and such. I say this because I'm not aware of too many like 100% like you can subscribe. That's how you get this thing.
Yeah.
One-off order test, not going to do it. You need to subscribe. I mean, tell me about this piece, Adam.
Yeah, well, I think subscription businesses only work if it is a product that is truly logical to be delivered on a subscription cadence, right? A lot of people try to force it, and in those instances, it doesn't work. One of the reasons we were very big believers in the category, separate of the fact that we knew that there was a distinct need for it, was supplements are not medication, right? They are something that you take over a long period of time, and you need to take them on a continued cadence in order to ultimately see the benefit. For that reason, we insisted upon subscription only because we wanted people to get the benefit of the product. And you don't get the benefit of the product if you're not taking it every day continually. Being a subscription exclusive business, we were obsessed with understanding all of the reasons why people did or did not love the product and the product experience. And we were able to unlock those learnings to really improve our retention curve to be truly best in class. When we understood what taste issues people were having, we made improvements to the taste of our formulation. We understood that we offered 4 different flavors in our initial SKU. And we learned that a lot of kids liked some of the flavors but didn't like others. And we came up with this wacky idea that only could have happened because of the fact that we insourced our fulfillment and subsequently built our own FDA grade clean room inside of our facility, that a kid might want to have the green apple flavor on Tuesdays and Fridays and the berry flavor on Wednesdays and the tropical flavor every other day. So parents could effectively do complete customization of the package, and we would fulfill that. It added a little bit to our fulfillment costs, right? But you get somebody to stay for 1 additional month and it more than pays for itself. And those were like the tactics that we can employ that allowed us to outcompete Bayer and Unilever, which is who we were competing against.
Crazy.
Wow.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you're competing against some really big boys there. You just mentioned some behemoths in the space. I mean, as D2C health brands kind of start to scale up, where do they lose the plot as they start to scale, where you were able to maintain the plot and take on these big boys and honestly beat them?
I think it's very important to have a mission and values as a brand, right? You need to really stand for something. And I think what's so amazing about the day and age we live in, and it's more so now than ever, even more so than it was 6 years ago that we launched, where there's a lot of skepticism about big everything. There's skepticism about big government, big food, big pharma, et cetera. And that's a huge advantage for an upstart brand. And you need to be comfortable putting yourself out there, putting your face out there. You know, our face was on the website. We wrote letters to all of our customers, et cetera. And then we followed through on the stuff that we said we were going to do. We made clean label products that were truly best in class. And we really helped to educate our entire community, whether they were customers or prospective customers or former customers, around all the ways in which they could have an impact on their family's health. And because we became their trusted advisor, they wanted to buy products from us when we made them because they knew that we really stood for something.
Wow.
Makes sense.
I love that.
Adam, go ahead, Colin.
I was just going to say, Adam, I would love to talk about this exit because it's been reported that you exited for around $260 million, but you're still running it. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Can you talk me through that and why you're not on a boat in Greece right now, just chilling? I mean, I'd love to hear from
maybe,
you.
Maybe he is. Maybe this is, you know.
I'm still I'm working harder than I ever have been. So we didn't sell 100% of the company. We sold a majority stake. And what was most important to us was for the brand to reach its full potential, which we want to have Hiya as an option on a global scale and something that everybody can get access to. So we remain entirely focused on that mission, and we still have a very long way to go. I'm not motivated terribly by money. There were a few things that I bought after the sale, but for the most part, my life hasn't changed at all. I'm still just focused on being the best person I can be and building the best company that I can.
Love that.
Dig that. Adam, two things come to mind when I think about this. Now, number one is form factor, which you have hit on. You know, different than a gummy, not a gummy. Like that's like the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like kids gummies, you know. But also on the taste piece, I mean, you know, as a man with children, it's like, and if my kids don't like this thing, it doesn't matter how much I try to, you know, preach it to them. They're just gonna like not drink it. They will not take it. They'll like find a way around it. I would imagine like packaging, form factor, and taste, and your takes on that, your iterations on it had to be entirely crucial to this thing going up and to the right.
Yeah. Well, we wanted a form factor that we believed in, and we loved that the form factor was something that had a lot of disparity from the other options on the market. Enemy marketing, I think, is a very powerful tool, right? And we use that to our advantage very heavily. Yeah, I think that's effectively the answer to the question.
As in like positioning like, hey, gummies, that's the bad guy. Here's our form factor. We are the good guy. This is going to actually deliver the goods in the way that we can promise. And then people grabbing a hold of that.
And taste is not perfect, right? You can't get 100% of kids to agree on anything.
Sure.
We focused on, and I'm also a big believer that if you're for everybody, you're for nobody, right? So we focused on making the product as good as we possibly could. We focused on educating parents on, listen, if your kid still doesn't like it, this is where parenting comes in, right? And you got to push them.
Here we go. This is where parenting comes in.
I love that.
I love that.
And get them used to it, and have them understand that, you know, part of taking care of your body means that you sometimes have to do things that you don't want to do.
That's true.
And that had a big impact on retention as well. And that was our strategy, and is still our strategy to this day.
That's fascinating to me that worked.
You know, Adam, a really interesting thing is the fact that you're selling to the parents, but the end consumer is the child at the end of the day. But you have to really focus on building that trust with the parent so much, because it is something they're giving to their kids. How do you focus on building trust with parents in 2026? And how should other brands kind of be thinking about building a trust if they're trying to sell the parents for the kids right now?
Yeah, so we always said our customer is not our consumer. That's the kid space, pet space, right? It might be the elderly space, depending on if, you know, the children are making purchase decisions for their parents at that point. And it's what I said before, be their expert advisor, deliver value that has nothing to do with selling your product, so that you are just focused on getting them the right information. And I think that's the case for every brand, even if your customer and consumer are the same. If you are focused on providing value, people will trust you because they should.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm looking at your website, Adam. The Marvel collab. I mean, just a bit of a flex. I mean, can we just say like having Marvel on there, like a bit of a flex?
Yeah,
like that's wild to me.
Yeah, we never thought that something like that would happen, but we have partnerships with Mattel and Disney.
Let's go.
We're very excited to work with us and us with them, obviously. And again, if it's another way to make health and wellness more exciting to children, we're all for it. We did it.
You know, an interesting thing, I would love your honest reaction to this. You can say no, but as a result of that Marvel collab, did you see a noticeable bump from the Spider-Man release just as a byproduct of being in the ecosystem?
You're always on this. He's big on Spider-Man right now.
Big on Spider-Man. I'm big.
I saw it.
It's gonna be
great. My kids loved it too.
Let's go.
We didn't necessarily see a super strong correlation now.
Got it.
I think part of it is we're more of the like mini versions of the Avengers in terms of the branding there. But we did not see a meaningful bump. It just is something that, again, is a means for us to reach kids where they are. If there's a kid that is obsessed with Avengers, and that means that one more kid is going to say, okay, I wasn't willing to try this and now I am.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, and they totally will. Like my girls, like the Disney princess thing. It's like you put Disney princess on there. It's like I like it 75% more automatically.
Yeah,
it's like crazy how that works, but it's true.
Yeah, totally. Wow. Disney princess was great for reaching young girls. So was Barbie. Hot Wheels was great for reaching young boys.
Great.
Most of the Disney properties are, besides Disney Princess, are pretty gender agnostic. So whether we did like Lion King or Fantasia was an interesting one because that's something a lot of kids don't know. So it was something that created a connection between parents and children because parents know Fantasia.
Oh, do you have any kind of dream collabs or collabs you're currently cooking up that you're kind of destined to release soon?
Not really. You know, we're focused on just making the best products. I mean, we've always joked that Minions would be perfect just because the yellow.
True.
Let's go.
True.
Of course.
But we'll just see what comes our way. It's not really something we actively work on. Both of those were a little bit more organic in terms of how they came about.
I love the Minions idea.
Calling all Minions. We need to make this collab happen ASAP. I would love that.
And like the bottle, like looks like a Minion. The bottle is like
that's
in
perfect.
Minion form.
We wouldn't have to do anything.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, one that I don't see on here, Adam, that I know you've got in the future to tie together that kind of parent, child relationship is a Stone Cold Steve Austin from the WWF. I know that one, smack the things together and take the supplements. That's gotta be on the, on the product development roadmap, one would guess. I'm kidding. Adam, man, this is incredible, and we love what you're doing, man. I even see the free sunscreen. I thought that's so interesting in context of all of this. Man, tell us this: is there anywhere you write on? You talk on the internet regularly, brother? Is anywhere people should be finding you and following you as you continue to do your thing? Up and to the right, taking Hiya global.
Yeah, X, just at Adam Gillman. I put out a fair amount of content, and just all of our Hiya socials. Check out our website, check out our Instagram, support a company that's driven towards making kids all over the world healthier.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's the real deal. And we can tell that you are the real deal, Adam.
Let's go.
Brother, we appreciate you making the time to join us. I'm going to get some for my kids. Make that note, Producer Jack, so that I make sure that I buy this after the show. We love it, and we love what you do, and we appreciate you making the time to join us. Thank you, Adam. Look forward to having you back, man.
Absolutely.
Interesting. The Minions would rip.
They would.
Oh, it would just rip so hard.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to do anything. It would just be a home run.
That would rip so hard. And
I love Minions IP too.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
It's so fun.
Those cute little yellow buddies just running around. I don't get why some of them are two-eyed and some of them are one-eyed, but they are.
Yeah.
You know,
And
and
then
they're
they have their
funny.
own language.
Yeah, yibbity beep, beep, hibbity beep, beep,
Beep up.
beep up, beep,
Beep up.
hiya, hiya, beep up,
Hiya.
hit it,
Oh, that would crush.
Yibbity beep. Yibbity beep, hiya, 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 hiya. Can't you see that?
Yeah, 100%. That would be a home run.
There are also like minion competitions where people like sing songs in Minionese.
Whoa.
You know, did you know this? Yeah.
No.
This is the thing. Yeah, people sing entire songs in Minionese. Like there's like a whole subculture here.
Is this what you do in your free time? And you're not
It's
telling
not
me
me.
this?
No, it's not a me.
It's cool if you do it. Like, just let me know.
It's not. Minions and Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think, just natural partnership.
Well, the Marvel get is massive. The Marvel IP is just gigantic.
Yeah. Well, for Spider-Man, of course. You know.
It's my favorite, dude. I'm telling you, Spider-Man's the number one. Yeah. It's gonna be the third. One. It's gonna be the third largest grossing movie of all time, by the way.
Which is kind of crazy. I'm just
saying.
I don't know if I'll ever see it. I don't know if I'll ever see it, to be honest.
That's crazy work to
it's just not. It's just not that interesting to me.
After Adam literally said it was amazing, and I've said it was amazing.
What Adam is doing, very interesting. Spider-Man's doing, like, is that
pretty awesome?
I would say
hero's journey.
Yeah, hero's journey is always interesting. Okay, one story of the day that we missed here before our next guest comes inside of this show. And who am I speaking about? The one and only George Zhou, okay, co-founder of Buffs, the new form factor for meat to be delightfully ingested by all of us, recreating the Cheeto from first principles, except it's meat. Who can't get excited about that? Before he comes, one top story that we missed here is CringeMart. CringeMart. Are you aware of CringeMart, Colin Dougherty? Yeah,
what's CringeMart?
You should be. Okay, CringeMart just been launched by DoorDash. Okay, it's positioning itself as the solution to awkwardness. There are awkward things that you do not want to buy inside of a gas station or a grocery store. You just don't want to be seen with them. It's a little awk. Okay,
that's fair.
Terrible. And I, at first, when I saw this, I was kind of like, I don't know, just like man up and buy it. But actually, after I watched the video, I'm very convinced that this is like an incredible campaign.
Let me see this thing.
Yeah, scroll down here, Producer Jack. There is a video down here, I believe. Oh yeah, this one. Let's watch this sound on. Incredibly well done. Play this for us, Producer Jack.
Hemorrhoid cream. I need hemorrhoid cream to aisle 3.
Sorry, I had to grab it for a second. I'm sorry. My bad. Hi.
Oh, hemorrhoid cream. Okay. Oh, I don't think it's scanning. Let me just call for another one.
Hemorrhoid cream. I need hemorrhoid cream to aisle 3.
Gosh.
Guy in a green flannel, curly hair.
It should be here any second.
Yeah,
it's okay. Itching or burning? Okay, hold on. Let me call again.
No, it's okay.
Hemorrhoid cream to aisle 3.
Oh my gosh.
He says he's not itching or burning, but I mean, he's lying. You should see that damn.
Oh my gosh. This girl behind him is.
Skip the cringe. Shop CringeMart on DoorDash.
Are you clenching right now?
Oh my gosh.
Are you? She finished it with, "Are you clinching right now?"
Brutal. Crazy.
CringeMart. I thought this was incredible. What's your reaction to this?
1, I love the positioning from DoorDash. 2, I love this creative from DoorDash too. 3, I love the fact that they're just like really showcasing some funny stuff. This was super funny. I could not love this more than I already do. This is amazing. I totally agree. There's just some things that you might want DoorDash, that you want dropped off on the porch, that you don't want to meet your DoorDash person.
No.
Just leave it. Leave it at the door, man. Leave it at the door. I've had a rough night. Just leave it at the door. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And send that extra tip too. Make sure you really send that extra tip. And it's all good. It's all good. No one's No one's at fault. There's just some things that you need a little bit more discreetly, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a home run.
Extra tip for you picking it up for me and
100%.
me not doing it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, the article here from Marketing Brew, who wrote this, said hemorrhoid cream, a plunger, anything remotely sexual. Some items are so embarrassing to buy, people would often rather go without than deal with any potentially awkward interaction at the checkout counter when purchasing them. Now this, I hope this turns into a series, which I think they are doing. This would be incredibly entertaining.
This would crush as a series. This would crush as a series.
Absolutely crush. And I don't know if the guy was in on the joke. Like I couldn't tell.
Was. Yeah, he was.
You think he was?
Yeah. He's totally in on that joke. The girl behind him is not.
The girl definitely was not in on the joke. And her like reactions were incredible.
Great.
Yeah.
This should be a whole series because like also they're educating you on what products you should be ordering from DoorDash as a result.
Right.
And they're doing it in a super funny way. And also like, to be so honest with you, this creative lift is like not that crazy. You just have people sign NDAs when not NDAs, but like basically right to use when they're entering into a store. It's like, hey, we're doing some filming. You just have to like, let us use your likeness. And dude, like 90% of people are gonna be like, okay, cool. You're doing a commercial. Got it. Blah, blah, blah. And if you actually hit a home run like this, it's like, hey, we want to feature you in a commercial. We'll give you a little bit of extra mashugana on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll. And it's just like, cool. They already have the grocery store. Just do all the items. They're already there.
Do all of the items. Literally all of them. Just cook up a script, some situation for anything that could be potentially embarrassing. Literally anything.
I got a couple of them cooking on right now.
There's like 5. They could make like 500 of these. You know what I mean?
They could.
There's like there's like so much potential here.
Yeah.
You know, there's like Depends diapers. There's just like so much you could do. Laxatives. You know, like you could just go down the list and cook up situations.
Also, I don't know if you've seen this, but TikTokers will intentionally buy like sus items and they will record them with their meta glasses, but they'll buy them like together. So like the items apart are like pretty, like they're standard, they're fine.
Yeah.
But all of them bunched together, the cashiers are like, yo, what is your night that you're planning? Like this is crazy weird. And it's like, that should also be like, hey, maybe like you got some stuff and you don't want to explain like, I'm getting this thing and then I'm also getting this thing. And it's like, hey, they're not correlated, but you like don't want to have to explain that.
Yeah. There's there's so much potential here. There was one time I was at the this is like not even that cringe, but it became a little cringe. I was like at Target or something. This was like years ago. And I had like a case of beer and I had like a gallon of Bluebell ice cream. You know, like that's what I was buying, you know.
Fine.
That's like what I was buying. And then I came up and the cashier kind of did like one of these things to me. It's like, wow, this is what you're having for dinner, huh? I think we need to revisit your health program. You know? Like she kept on adding with it, and I like actually did get embarrassed. So started like awkwardly laughing. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. You know, and the whole thing became funny. But I love this candid camera kind of application. It's like something of from the days of yore that they have reinvented for social, for DoorDash, and what they're doing now with CringeMart. I think it's so smart.
No AI slop from them. This is super authentic, real emotions. I love this. This will stand out right now among all the AI slopification.
What did they call this kind of humor with The Office? Like when The Office like came out, there was like a style of humor that this was called. Maybe
like confessional?
Now maybe it was cringe. Maybe it was like cringe humor. I can't remember. But anyway, it's the kind of humor where you're like looking at the reaction of the other person and the awkward pauses, and you're like laughing, but you like feel the tension. Like whatever that is called is gold. And man, they need to lean into this and do this more. I think this is going to be a masterclass that people should be watching and recreating.
Here's the deal. We're going to clip this. DoorDash, do this as a series. Also, if you want Chris and I are actors in one of the series, let us know.
Happy to be involved.
I'm so happy to do it, and I'll purchase whatever you want me to. Whatever you need me to, I'll purchase, and I'll go back and forth with the cashier and be like, yeah, it's my stuff. And then a lady behind me is going to be like, whoa.
I have a real life story that I have had the opportunity to tell on the internet a couple of times, and I have purposefully not told, that Zoe Khan brought up on the show the other day. I couldn't remember. And then she like DM'd me afterward. Do you remember this? I was like, oh gosh. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know if I would be willing to use that one, but there's going to be great scripts for all kind of products to be made here. Too many.
100%.
Too many good opportunities. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, George Zhou may be here. He may come. He may not. Perhaps he is late. I know that he is launching the Better For You Cheeto that's made with actual cow. It's made of beef and meat, which is an incredible feat in and of itself. Moving forward here to some great finds upon the interwebs. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Northbeam and TrendTrack. Play it for us, producer Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, TrendTrack gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market, is all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for TrendTrack being part of the show. If you're in the ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that, Shopify says I made this much, I spent that much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data. Starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey from real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platform so they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what those platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of great finds upon the interwebs, ladies and gentlemen. This first great find comes to us by way of the account at SigsMake, who was always tweeting nostalgia that I think is delightful to more than just me. There's a larger audience here that this is delightful for.
Oh, wow.
This picture here, for those who are simply listening right now, you should take a look at this. Okay. It is a C-store from times of yore, one would imagine. You can see live bait sold here in the background. Okay. There's plenty of opportunity to buy a lottery ticket. Okay. And then squared right there in the middle with some snow on the ground and some firewood over to the side, squared right in the middle, is a 1990s old school Dale Earnhardt life-size vending machine distributing Coca-Cola in honor of the Intimidator himself. And SigsMake, Cigarette Nostalgia, also, as he's known, says this is the type of business you want to know the owner on a personal level. And I think I agree.
Wow. I love this. I think these are going to start to be a premium soon as nostalgia becomes more popular.
Right?
These are going to start to get pretty expensive, I would bet, soon.
I would love to have one of these in my home.
Sick.
On the back porch, in the garage. I'd love to have one down at my local C-store. I mean, if I did, I would feel a lot better about that C-store. You know, vibes up, impression up, even willing to pay more money so that I can be around the Intimidator.
Let's go. I love this.
Just saying that.
I love this.
A surprise here, ladies and gentlemen.
Breaking news.
A little breaking news. George Zhou is with us. He is with us right now.
He's buff.
He is. George is here, and he's buff. He's buff. We must bring him inside of the show. Who am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Who am I talking about? I'm talking about co-founder of Buffs. Okay, they have made the world's first beef puff. That is correct. It does exist. They have taken the lowly Cheeto, America's favorite, and recreated said product from first principles with what better ingredients than meat, cow, maybe bison. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows in days to come? It is a crunchy puffed snack, grass-fed beef instead of corn or potato. And methinks this thing is about to go to the moon. We must bring him inside of here. Everybody welcome the one and only George, co-founder of Buffs. Get in here, George. Get inside this show.
Go.
How are we?
George,
This is sick.
We're even better now that you're here, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you making the time to join us.
Thanks for having me, man. This is awesome. I think it's my first time joining like a live little podcast thing.
How does that?
It's typically like pre-recorded.
Right?
So.
And you know, the live is just so much more dynamic, George. You just never know what's going to happen. It's more exciting.
I mean, the energy's through the roof. I love it.
Go.
Come on.
Let's go.
George.
Let's go.
Okay. When I first heard of Buffs, which I think we got connected through Daniel. Didn't we get connected through Daniel Druger?
Yes, sir.
I think we did.
Yeah.
When I first heard of Buffs, I was like, this thing should have existed decades ago.
Forever.
It's so smart. Tell us about bringing this thing out into the world, the first beef puff snack. Tell us about this, George.
Yes, sir. It's a little bit of a lag, so hopefully you guys
I think
can
we
hear me.
lost him. I think we lost him.
Jack, take him out. Take him out. We'll bring him back in. We'll bring him back in.
Take him out. Sad day. You know what we should do? We should do one of these. Sad day. Pour one out for George. Little moment of sadness. You know what? Internet is hard sometimes, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
He may not have a wired-in connection right now.
Also, shout out to Chase, who had to bounce early. I hope everything is okay with Chase from the morning. I think
everything's okay with Chase.
I hope everything's all good with Chase. We'll check with him after the show.
We'll check with him.
But that's why we're live. You don't know what's going to happen live.
You never know what's going to happen. That's what makes it exciting, ladies and
Very
gentlemen.
exciting.
We could record this as a long form pod, and that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And edit it and debut it several months later. But you know what? There's something
months
cool.
later.
Well, I mean, I say this to say like there's something like winsome about just doing it live here and now in all its authenticity for all of creation to see.
Chris, I don't need my breaking news months later. I need a day of. Okay.
No, I hear you.
Come on.
This. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about George.
The markets in our industry move quick. I don't need to hear a video 3 months later about a thing that happened. It just doesn't work.
I agree. I agree.
It doesn't work.
What's working now? What's changing now? What is happening now?
Switching.
Give me an edge to either gain or maintain an edge in my work. That's why this thing exists.
Exactly.
Exists. Producer Jack, is George ready for us to try again? I mean, should we try again and bring him back in? Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
We love you, George. We love you.
Oh, good.
Well, maybe we should keep moving on with great finds upon the interwebs. Eyes for your car. Yes, please. They do exist. They're a little creepy, but this thing I think is going to make a gazillion dollars. Okay. So just what we're looking at.
Whoa.
This is found by Shannon Jean, king of re-commerce. Okay.
Oh, you got to really do the actual light. Okay.
You got to redo the light.
Oh,
but look
what
at this.
Are they?
Right?
Wait,
Crazy.
so what are they? Is this
Like,
an LED?
They are lights that, delightfully display and give character to your car in addition to the normal functions of lighting up the road in front of you.
What's the price point on these bad boys?
I don't know. What is the price point? Yeah, can we find out?
I'll find out right now. This is sick.
Just perplexity it, and maybe we can find out. I'm looking in the comments. I don't see any. No posts, no comments, no prices, no links. I will say though, would I want these? Let me guess. Don't tell me. Let me guess. Are you ready for me to guess?
Yeah.
You got a price point?
Yeah, I do, and it's gonna like blow your mind.
I'm gonna guess $500.
Dude, you can get these on Temu for $30.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say $500.
Wow.
I mean, bro, they look incredible.
They do.
Talk about adding character to your car.
Wow. How are these like not crushing?
Well, I think they will. I think they are. Somebody needs to hop on this and start a continually viral TikTok page with people doing street racing and having these like googly eyes and like scary eyes and viper eyes, eye of Sauron eyes inside of their car. I think this only makes all the sense in the world.
Well, why isn't Cars doing something with this? Like, why isn't Cars
Disney?
Like Disney, why isn't Cars harnessing their IP and ripping out some McQueen eyes and just going crazy with this?
Right?
Like, this is crazy that like these are so sick and like no one's heard about them yet.
Great finds. Great find.
This is a great find. This might be my favorite find from you in like a couple weeks. This is pretty exceptional.
I would pay like, let's say if I was, into continually customizing my car.
Yeah.
Totally my shtick. But let's just say I was. Would I pay $300 plus for this? Yeah, I would.
Probably.
Easy.
Plus install. Yeah,
you're gonna have to install them. I would just sell them
might be a little bit.
I would sell them for $300.
Yeah, you could probably do that. I think it's really, really interesting because you're selling to a very passionate demographic. Yeah. And also, this is an extremely visual product. So like
visual.
The videos behind this, just like that. And then also the people that love their cars are obsessed with their cars. And so you have two winning kind of hero things here. You're going to have to either go super high AOV to win in 2026, or I don't know how you make this a subscription, but
no,
there's no way.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe like continually like changing the eyes. Hey, we're coming out with more designs.
There we go.
Every month. Stay subscribed, and
That's
we'll
hard,
give you more and more.
You got to get into the car every month then.
Well, maybe you can update them with an app or something,
Oh, that's cool. I like what you're saying here. I like what
cars
you're putting down.
Cars are just, it's all wired up anymore anyway. You know what I'm saying? I take my
computer.
I take my car into the dealership and they just like plug the thing in. I was like, what's wrong with it? Beep, beep, beep. Let me tell me. Okay, this is what's wrong with it. That's all on the computer anyway.
Yeah.
Update that thing with an app, Bluetooth it, something like that. That's what I would be interested in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try again. Maybe his connection is better.
I'm ready.
Let's welcome the one and only George, co-founder of Buffs. Let's bring him inside of this show, producer Jack.
Good.
You're looking pretty good right now, George.
Whoa.
I don't know what happened, but I think our connection is much better. Is it?
He's dialed.
You know what?
Oof.
I think we're good. I went hotspot, took off the Wi-Fi.
Let's go.
Can you hear me?
I think it might work. I think it might work, George.
Okay.
And oh boy.
He's frozen.
He's skipping.
No.
George.
He's frozen.
George, we love you.
George, we love you.
And we want you to come back, George. We love you, and we want you to come back when we can get a solid connection. And we are we're cheering for Buffs, and we can't wait to talk Buffs when we can get you back. I think we need to let's clap him out. Let's honor him here on the show. Let's honor him, George. Thank you for joining us. We got to have him back. We got to have him back.
Let's go. We'll have him back.
When we can get some connection.
It was a teaser there in the beginning. He looked so clean.
I know. And honestly, it kind of happened with Chase too. Like Chase was super clean in the beginning, and then internet's hard sometimes, ladies and gentlemen.
Internet is
moving forward to our next great find. Or should we actually right here and now, producer Jack? Before we wrap our great finds, we've got 2 more great finds. A word from our sponsors over at Seguno and Rocked After Sale. Play it for us here, producer Jack. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month and you can sprinkle in $3 to $4 extra on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with Rocked After Sale every single day by adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page, and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Truly a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of the show. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means that you don't have to seed your trust to big email that's over attributed data. With Seguno, your Shopify data is the email data. It's a big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you build for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. You get a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. It will extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of this show. We all know more great finds here, ladies and gentlemen. Protein is very important. Actually, I'm finding ways to get more protein inside of my own children's diet as of late. One I have not considered: can I get more protein into my hair? I have not considered this. This tweet comes to us by way of It's Andrea of Snackshot Lore. She says they are adding protein to shampoo. Kitsch here has new strengthening rice water protein shampoo formulated with riceine, which is a trademarked, registered word for them. I have to say, if I see this on the shelf, I'm like more likely to try it because it says rice water protein shampoo. As it says protein, I don't know if my hair needs that, but the fact that it is there, I think I'm more convinced to try it. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty?
I absolutely love this. I think it's incredible. I mean, we are super well aware that things are getting in through your skin via the clothes that we're having on our body, and it's affecting us. So the things that you put onto your skin and hair are actually affecting you and your kind of, biology and or system. And so I really do. I love this. I think this is a great home run. I think this will crush. I'm super bullish on the Kitsch team just in general. And so there was probably a ton of research that went into this as well. But I'm a huge fan of this. I think that more brands should lean more into the fact that, if you're a body wash, if you're a shampoo, if you're a conditioner, all the things, you are going to be interacting with people's bodies. And the things that actually go into the body as a byproduct, could be more beneficial. Could I have shampoo with ashwagandha to calm me down? Yeah, sign me up. Could I have conditioner in the morning that has caffeine in it to wake me up? Yeah, sign that box. I'll check that one out. Could I have shampoo that has creatine in it? Yes, check. Thank you. I'll take that one too. You guys need to start just going down the rabbit hole of all the different supplements and working them in and just start doing all of them.
I have been proven here to be, was I wrong? I don't know. I don't know if I was wrong. I did question, does my hair need protein? It does. It does. I have asked the Google.
It does. Yeah, it helps.
It has told me your hair needs protein if it feels overly stretchy, mushy, or gummy when wet. Have you ever had gummy hair, Colin Dougherty? Stretchy,
it's the worst.
overly stretchy, mushy, lacks elasticity, or snaps and breaks easily. Any of this sound familiar, producer Jack? I mean, is this these relevant selling points for hair? I would think so. Turns out your hair does need protein. Apparently, especially if you have gummy or mushy texture when your hair is wet.
The thing is, they released a body wash that has melatonin in it. And so you have a body wash where you're starting to get sleepy. And so I'm like totally fine with this. I want us to be injecting more stuff. I want
like
peptide shampoo conditioner. You know what I'm saying? I want to go crazy with this. I want to up this to the nth degree because you need something to stick out in the year 2026. You really do.
Hey,
what are you thinking?
Is this like a thing to like put all of these yummy supplements into like body wash and lotions and stuff? Is this a thing already?
Not really. It's not like a ton of a huge trend, but you really could make it one big. Why? What do you want?
Smart. Well, I really like the melatonin thing. It's like a specific kind of body wash that you use to like help you go to sleep.
It's a vibe. Yeah,
that's a great idea, actually.
Creatine shampoo, ashwagandha conditioner.
I like the ashwagandha play. Ashwagandha conditioner. I don't really even know what ashwagandha does. I just know
it just makes you less stressed.
Makes you less stressed. Producer Jack, do you like this idea? I think this is a good idea. Like, why not mix the supplements? Yeah, she's a hundo.
100%. Yes.
100%. Yes. That's strong words from producer Jack.
I'm telling you, Kitsch did their research. I would never bet against the Kitsch team. I would never bet against them.
Let me just say, Kitsch and Kith, I often get confused.
So close.
I'm so confused. When I saw Kitsch, I was like, this is like the men's clothing company. They're making rice water shampoo. That was my bad.
Kith has also did a debut over the weekend as well from Ronnie. We can cover it on the show tomorrow.
Was it protein shampoo?
No, it was BMW. They're collab with BMW.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Speaking of BMWs, I don't know if that segue was purposeful by you.
But it's just me being clean.
Speaking of BMWs, this is an example of BMW actually branding, like literally branding you in a negative connotation that perhaps a consumer would not want. This tweet comes to us by way of Robert friend of the show. AMG drivers are suing Mercedes. Wait, I thought this was
this should be Mercedes real branding.
Okay, producer Jack, we got to change. We got to change this here.
Let's change it to Mercedes real branding.
I approved this as BMW. I thought this was BMW.
You could say AMG as well. You could say AMG real branding.
All right,
that's an easier one.
Is there a difference between Mercedes and BMW? Aren't they like both German? Aren't they both German?
To say that is like that is blasphemy. That's a blasphemous thing to say.
It's like a German thing.
That's crazy.
They're basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing.
That's like saying Jeep and Chrysler are the same because they're both American car companies.
And they are. And I think they're owned by General Motors. Both of them. They're like both owned by General Motors.
Crazy thing to just say. Yeah, hamburgers and McDonald's, basically the same thing. They're both burger companies.
Mercedes, real branding.
There we go.
That, producer Jack. AMG drivers are suing Mercedes, alleging that the AMG seat logo heats up so much in the sun that it effectively brands their skin. And by effectively, Rob means actually. Okay. Plaintiff hopped in his AMG E-Class while wearing a tank top en route to the gym. The logo burned his back, giving him a second-degree burn, visibly bearing the distinctive AMG design. Okay, this is real. This isn't like a kind of a made-up deal. I know you have in your mind. It's like, oh, McDonald's coffee is too hot. You know, it's not that kind of thing. Go ahead.
Is there a photo of his back in the court documents?
There is a photo or a video. Way. There's a video of another woman experiencing the same thing. So click out of this.
Multiple?
There's multiple. Go down to the comment. Okay, I want to play this video. I want to play that video. And because this woman talks about it.
All my fellow Mercedes AMG drivers, if you have this logo on your seats, it will burn you. I went
she's going to show us. See?
And done and got back to my car.
Brutal.
I get in and scream, and my friend was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "The seat is really hot." But it wasn't like that normal, you know, like leather seats are hot.
Right. It's not that.
Something, it just felt different. And I just like shook it off and went about our day. It wasn't until I got home that I realized that I had a mark on my skin.
I have half of the AMG logo burned onto my skin.
With burned onto the skin. I should be able to get in my vehicle without worrying about being burnt. So Mercedes, if you're watching this, let's negotiate before one of these lawyers ends up
Oh my gosh.
hopping in my DMs.
They're going to get so much money.
Let's negotiate before one of these lawyers hops in my DMs.
Wow.
It's actual branding, literally.
I mean, I understand.
Literally branding into your skin.
I understand that people are like, metal gets hotter, and Jeremy's like, yeah, obviously, blah, blah, blah. But like your product, this is a next level of like, you have to go through like safety tests for this reason, because like if you enter into this lady has the AMG logo branded onto her back for her life.
It's literally burned into her skin. Literally.
This is a lawyer's dream. This is a lawyer's dream case.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes has all of the money in the entire world. Most of the people that are purchasing AMGs have a ton of money to pay incredible lawyers. And so the lawyer, whoever's going to pick up this case, is going to make a ton of money from the client.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably get paid out as a piece of money that they've recouped from Mercedes. So they're going to get double bubble on both of this. Oh my gosh, if you put this together into a class action with multiple people that are owners of AMGs, this could be devastating for Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean, I will just say, as I laid out in my first point here, maybe not too hot in Germany, Germany, all those places, so basically all the same, cold weather up there. And I don't know where this lady's from. Maybe Miami. I don't know. Just taking a guess. But I know in Central Texas, it gets hot. It gets hot. And, if you're wearing a tank, then good chance you're going to get branded inside underneath the hot Central Texas sun. I mean, like, this is a real thing that people have to watch out for. Imagine it happening to like your kid, like the back of your kid's neck or something.
Oh
like
my gosh.
head.
Dude, I am saying this is a lawyer's dream, because Mercedes has all of the money to pay out for this. And honestly, like, you should have done some more testing to see if this was, they didn't even need to put this there. They could have just done a leather AMG logo, and it could have just been a brown leather, and it would be fine. That's just why nobody puts metal on seats. Do you notice, you know any other car company that puts metal on their seats?
That's not good. Not
No,
good.
because other car companies have tested this and been like, hey, we probably shouldn't do this. Like, this is going to get crazy.
The metal on seat, not good.
Not good. I wonder if Rob Frund is going to try to represent her.
Rob should be involved. Rob should be involved. I don't know who's going to pay Rob, either Mercedes or these other people. But if you need a friend, you should call Rob. Rob Friend.
Nice. This is like, and this is not legal advice, and I am in by no way a lawyer whatsoever. This is like a slam dunk home run case for so many reasons. And someone is going to get an absolute bag. If these people start working together and bringing a joint case together, it's just like, we're talking millions upon millions and millions of dollars they're going to get paid out.
No bueno, mi amigo. It's hot out there. It's hot out there. It's summer, and you got to watch out. You got to watch out. Any breaking news that we should surface here at this point in the show, Colin Dougherty? There was a very, I would say a pleasant post that we saw from the one and only Alicia Gahn. But I don't know if you have anything on your side that you'd like to surface here as breaking news. This is our allotted slot for when you discover said breaking news in the middle of the show.
I got a juicy one for you, a juicy chart that you're going to absolutely love that just dropped.
Okay. All right, let's see the chart.
The legendary Brock over at Frostbuddy just dropped this.
Let's see the chart.
I just shared it with Jack. If you want to share this on,
bring up the chart for us, producer Jack.
This is awesome, and this should. I guess we could just, Chris, if you want to read this, and we could just go through this. But this is unbelievable, because this is like The journey.
I don't have the link though. Oh, here I go. I can see it. I used to hear people say 6-year overnight success, and honestly, I didn't get it. Then I was talking to my parents, and I was like, "Oh, I get it now." In the last 12 months, we will have grown by $100 million in 1 year.
Wait for it.
Then the previous 5 years combined, it's year 6. That's what they mean. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens after years of grinding. And then suddenly everything just compounds. My 10-year goal was $1 billion. Still is.
Look at that chart.
That sweet, sweet chart.
Golly.
170 million in year 5.
That's crazy.
That's bananas.
That's crazy. I mean,
wow.
He's probably making more at the beach, buff, shirtless TikTok videos that are some sales. There's like there's an index. There's an index on when he started shirtless videos, and then that's the way.
Right around year 3 there, I think was when the shirtless videos began, the shirtless ads began.
Yeah.
And then I think that has been a big part of the arc up and to the right.
It's crazy.
So, let's see, a hundo this year, more than 100 this year.
Yeah.
That's like more than doubling their business.
Yeah.
And he wants to get to $1 billion in 5 years.
Easily.
Are you calling this shot?
I think easily could. Are we talking like raw revenue or exit?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we should have Brock on to talk this.
I would love to talk with Brock about Brock. Come on the show and talk about this. I think he's saying raw revenue.
Yeah.
Which would be very hard because he's going to have to double a couple times. But if he's talking full exit and exit liquidity, I think $1 billion is like totally feasible. Which is like insane for me to say in 2026.
Crazy. You know,
it took them a while.
I know they do great with sport teams, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, remember when we had their head of Ecomm on here and they talked about sports and home runs and sending special deals like immediately the next day when the local team wins, etc., and like doing that geographically and all of that.
Yeah.
The segmentation needed for that, all of the things. I mean, it's very tactical, very tactical. You know, I wonder if they could, do you think they could break into like Premier League soccer, La Liga? You know, like, is there opportunity for them on the other side of the ditch over there on the other side of the pond? I mean, thinks that there is. Could be interesting to see them expand internationally if they aren't already doing this.
Honestly, I think Yeti has laid out the playbook for how they should develop this thing, and they should go after all of those adjacent products and start to go into that Yeti market of all of the metal products that Yeti has and just gobble up all of that. Even though Brock has hit an incredible number, if you ask everyone in your family if they have heard of Frost Buddy, I bet you maybe one person will say yes.
Yeah.
But that's the level that you can get to and realize that there is so much more TAM out there to be eaten up. So if you are a $10 million business and you're like, we've maxed out, we topped out, there's so much more TAM for you to eat up. This is a great example of that.
A great accomplishment.
Huge accomplishment.
And more to go.
This is a feat unto itself.
Let me just ask a question here. Is Frost Buddy live selling yet?
I think they are.
I'm just asking. I don't know if they
are. Come on the show, talk about live selling. We'll all be shirtless and make cool clips for your TikTok shop. Come on the show. This is the invite. Let's rock and roll.
That would be a episode to remember. Everybody shirtless here.
Pumped, jacked.
Maybe I need to do some push-ups before
Let's go.
That segment goes live. Coming inside of this show right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Mike Manheimer, Chief Customer Officer over at Postscript, as they continue to reinvent themselves. Before he comes inside of the show, my breath is being taken away right now because Mike is back with us. Before he comes inside of this show, A word from our sponsors over at Postscript and Propel. Play it for us, producer Jack. People are the most important part of your business, and finding real A players is hard and incredibly time-consuming. Propel is the best recruitment agency out there for e-com brands and agencies who source talent from the US, Latin America, and beyond. We're talking video editors, graphic designers, media buyers, and more. The best part is they work on performance. You only pay a one-off fee, no retainers and no ongoing costs. Every hire comes backed by a 3-month guarantee. Go to wearepropel.com/ecom-cowboy-propel. If you mention Ecomm Cowboy, you're gonna get 10% off your first hire. Many thanks for Propel being part of this show. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have at Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account in their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table when your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale. Many thanks for Postscript being part of. Coming inside of this show is the one and only Mike Manheimer, doer of things upon the interwebs, scaler of revenue for merchants everywhere. I do have to say, last time we had the one and only Alex Beller, newly minted CEO over at Postscript, he talked a lot about this concept of a segment of one. A segment of one. Wouldn't you like that? Inside of your retention ecosystem, being able to build out and capitalize on truly unique messaging for all of your customers who are unique themselves. I think you would. You would. And perhaps now possible with shopper automations. We must bring the man himself inside the show. Everybody welcome Mike Manheimer, Chief Customer Officer. Get in here, Mike. Get inside the show.
What's up, boys?
Swaggy hat. Look at that.
What's up, boys? Oh yeah, I got my carte blanche going on here.
Oh my gosh.
Points.
Wait,
for all of the swag.
We got to update that ad read. That kind of made it sound like we're an SMS company. There
was some news. There was some news, Mike.
We will get to that. We will get to that. I don't want to miss an opportunity to talk about something like you just mentioned that we're super excited about, which is the launch of shopper automations and, delivering this like one-to-one marketing journey that like everyone who's listening to this who's been a marketer, I've been a marketer my entire life. Yeah. Like we've been after this, the holy grail, like right message, right time. And it's for a whole bunch of reasons been difficult to near impossible to do. And, we're really, really excited to bring that type of journey orchestration to Shopify merchants. So yeah, I'm excited to be here to talk about this. This is a huge step in, automated high revenue automation building for every e-commerce brand out there. It's insane. The results are insane. The ease of use is insane. And we're also delivering these really cool customer experiences. So I'm excited to talk about that.
This to me, Mike, it does feel like an evolution. It feels like maybe it's a revolution. I don't know, but this piece of a segment of one. It is like the Holy Grail. It's like finding or creating the eighth wonder of the world, of the modern world.
And I think that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think that marketers are, one of the great things about marketers is we're always pushing for the next thing. But if you look at like a really optimized email or SMS program, what you'll find is like a web of crazy automation flows. Maybe they're running 20 flows off every crazy trigger you can think of. And the marketers come to the table, how could I improve this, right? Like what's the next step? Eventually we got to the point where like the next step is definitely not 40 flows instead of 20 flows. It's like the next incremental, like what's the next step change evolution of this? And it's probably running these flows in an entirely new way with the help of AI agents to these segments of one to find not only great alpha on the results, but also delivering better customer experiences. Because eventually there's just a limit to like the amount of flows that a marketer can even administer at any given point. Like some people crumble under the complexity, right? Like you build and build and build and build and build, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, like what is even going on in here? There's so many like loose ends. Is this even what customers want? Maybe you're firing based on like 100 third-party triggers in addition to what you've built. It becomes a mess really quickly, and that's not a knock on marketers. It's like how many parallel universes could you keep track of in your head at one given time? Most people have built like an automation bird's nest in their tools, and so we want to get to the next thing, which is self-driving automations that drive more revenue and make customers super happy.
So is that how you're thinking about like the evolution of that shopper automation? Is that self-driving automation?
Essentially, because finding and using zero-party data, zero-party information, which is what makes these segments of one necessary, right? Like, it's not necessary or even interesting to the end subscriber to give them a segment of one message if you don't actually know anything about them, right? Then you're like, I want everyone to have a personalized message, but like, what are you really personalizing off of? Merge tags are not personalization. And so because we have one-to-one messaging with Shopper, we're having these conversations, we're learning things that actually make a one-to-one message interesting. I'll give you an example. We work with a brand, Bouscous Bar, formerly of No Commerce. It's his brand.
Let's go.
And, Shopper's having a conversation with one of his customers. They find out that the person buying this, their daughter-in-law has celiac disease and can only have gluten-free, and that's why they're exploring the brand, right? It's like, okay, now we have a piece of information that would be really interesting to do a one-to-one message about this person who's cooking for a person with a medical ailment, who they care about. We understand those patterns differently. Okay, now there's a good reason to message this person segment of one and keep that conversation going. And so it's not just because we think that that's better. It's also impossible for a marketer to make use of that information. So we would show Bar, hey, this person told us their daughter-in-law has celiac. He's like, oh, that's a really cool insight. What do I do with it? It's impossible for a marketer to be like, doing a segmentation to figure this out. The only tool that could make use of that piece of information in an intelligent way is an AI agent, because it can write an individual message for everyone. So it's a little bit out of necessity, right? Once you get the raw material to make one-to-one interesting, the only tool set that can automate that is AI, because you can't have a school of attention marketers writing it. So it's better, but it's also like required. Like once you have those ingredients, you have to employ AI to do it, because it's too much span of control for any one or team of marketers to possibly go dig through and make use of. So it's like the perfect use case for an AI agent to be building these automations.
The thing that strikes me is like information like that is so minute. It's so minute and individual. It's like how many inside of your flows, your list are going to be, suffering celiac disease, and then you need to create with it. I would say my own experience, especially in the realm of retention, it's like you want to look like you're doing great work to your boss. You want to look like you're continually busy. And so what you do default to is just, we got 20 great flows. Well, what are you doing now, big boy? 50. I'm making more, and they're even more like minute and delicate and taped together with more things. And what you end up doing is spending all your time on stuff that doesn't actually make substantial money. You're just like busily looking impressive to your boss.
The interesting thing about what this automations product does is it still helps you make this argument to your boss, because you're not doing less. This is literally making millions of micro decisions every single day about what to say, who, what, when, where, how do I send. So when you go talk to your boss, like, what are you doing here? You're like, hey, I'm administering our offers and our brand center on top of this new AI technology that's making our automations drive, more dollars. And by the way, we're giving the 60,000 people or 600,000 people on our list a completely bespoke one-to-one experience. So if 50,000 people are going through an automation in a given month, before you'd be like, we got 20 different experiences to categorize these 50,000 people. Now you get to go and say, I gave all 50,000 people a completely bespoke journey for themselves. And the result of that is that we got revenue per subscriber lift of somewhere between 5 and 10%, 15x incremental ROAS from using this tool set. And the other thing that lets us know like one-to-one is really, 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 really worth it. When we do self-driving one-to-one automations with shopper automations, we actually see a 25% lower unsubscribe rate from automations. Really? So
wow,
there's this hypothesis that like we as marketers, we think people want one-to-one, but like, do they really? Does it really make a difference? Like the unsubscribe rate shows us, in addition to obviously the incremental revenue, but the unsubscribe rate shows us that even when people don't convert, they like the one-to-one experience better and stay subscribed to the list longer. So I think that like there's an opportunity to, if you're thinking about what your boss is asking you to do, there's an opportunity here to talk to them about how you're actually elevating the ROAS, you're elevating the customer experience, and we're actually delivering way more complexity, not less. We're just doing it in partnership with Postscript's AI agent.
Fascinating. I mean, this is one of the things I definitely wanted to touch on was you're elevating the brand experience so much more and that customer's interaction with the brand. And also, we haven't mentioned this thing is on 24/7, 365. If you're sick someday, this thing's still running in the background. If you are hanging out, it's still running in the background, just collecting more zero-party data for you to then operate the brand and move the brand forward in a new direction from true customer data and true interactions.
And so like there's the likelihood that it the worst case scenario is that it delivers an automation that is at parity with whatever you're running right now. The best case scenario is it delivers this incredibly elevated experience that drives an incremental conversion and completely delights the customer. And the administration cost of that goes to zero, while whatever you're doing now requires your hands on the keyboard. And so like I called it like a self-driving flows, self-driving automations. And that's like literally what it is. The other thing that's really cool about it, for people who are skeptical, which, you know, Postscript, we come with receipts. We don't like to just ask people to trust us with, you know, black box AI stuff. Every single implementation of this is baked into a holdout where we have a treatment of whatever percentage you say, and then we test it against what you currently have, right? And so everyone who is in the alpha and beta of this product is getting an incremental 50-50 test versus control split with clear reporting on every single subscriber. And so there's also, if you're talking about what you're reporting to your boss, you're not just like, oh yeah, trust me, bro, this is better. You can point to this holdout study. It's baked into the process. It's right there in the dashboard. And so you get the proof, you get the control, and you get the, you know, the incremental results with, you know, zero administration from you and your team. It's like, that's what we want, right? That's what we want. We want great results with less work, and shopper automations is a free money machine.
So I love that.
I love that analogy also with full self-driving, because it is exactly what this is. I mean, you guys should think about full self-texting, a nice little FST, full self-texting.
FST. This is a really, it is a very appropriate illustration and metaphor. So like walk me through, Mike. So I've got my normal setup. I've got my welcome flows. I've got all my things over here. And then we've got, that's continuing, but I've also got full self texting, full self driving that is happening as well.
It's literally the most intuitive thing ever. With the start of the setup is you have a little slider and you get to tell us how much of the traffic you want to go into this treatment. You can adjust it. You know, we do a holdout, then we tell you the results. And then once you feel good with it, we're going more and more and more. What we're doing along the way to earn the trust to be able to go to 100% of automation traffic is we're tweaking the brand center. We're updating the offer management suite. We're giving the intelligence to the automation agent, to shopper automations, to be able to continue to nail that experience. And that's what we're fine tuning. And you know, in 100% of cases, we're making more money, driving a better experience. People are super excited. I mentioned, you know, like an average of you know, 15x incremental return. People have seen way more than that. Portland Leather saw 17x. Beekman saw 18x. There is Portland saw, in addition to the incremental return, they also saw an 11% improvement in revenue per subscriber just from turning this thing on.
Really?
So 11% more money per subscriber with doing 100% less work on that cohort of people. Like that's what we just delivered. So for anyone who's using PostScript, we are happy to do the holdout, run you through the implementation, show you how it works so you can get these results. But like our intention is that we drive the amount of revenue you're making per subscriber, getting these automations way up, and taking the amount of, you know, brain power it takes to run a at scale automations program down to nothing. Now we know we need to earn that trust. That's part of the process, but that's what's available in the account now.
And Mike, something you just breezed by there that I just wanted to highlight. You said 100%. That's like everybody that's done it has made more money. Is that? I mean, did you say that?
Yeah, the bar for when we release products is, you know, if we don't have something that is like universally going to create more top line, bottom line revenue for our customers, then we need to go back to the drawing board. And we're not out here trying to say like, oh, you should use AI because it like feels good and it's a cool little toy, and you know, you can do this fancy little demo and maybe it's fun. Like the way we earn the trust of our customers is by asking them what their goals are and developing products that help them get to those goals at a lower total cost of ownership by providing, you know, revenue generating tools. And that's the way it's always been. Our foray into AI, same thing. Shopper Auto is an incredible new development that, you know, continues to drive results for customers.
Mike, this feels like a red letter day. This feels like a very I'm saying a very genuine like turning of time is what I'm saying here. Sorry.
You know, yeah, we're pumped about it. We think that you know, the ability for AI to deliver one-to-one experiences for e-commerce use cases is finally available. One of the missing ingredients was, do you even have data that makes a one-to-one experience interesting? Historically, the answer to that has been no, but we've been doing shopper one-to-one conversations for a very, very long time. And so the addition of all of this zero-party data, all this conversational data with these new tool sets is making things possible that were just truly not possible in the past. And so we're starting here with automations. You know, I won't say exactly where we're headed with it, but like you can imagine, we're going to try to bring this type of innovation to as many messaging types as we possibly can.
Messaging types.
Mike, I mean, have there been any conversations? I'm sure there have been, where even you're looking at the conversations that has been had by Shopper, and you're kind of looking around internally being like, look, we know this product is good, but what just happened is like unbelievable. Do you have any of those examples from a brand?
Yeah, I mean, every single brand account has tons of those. And I'm not sitting here saying Shopper's absolutely perfect out of the box, right? Like there's some fine tuning that needs to happen. So, you know, there's definitely some things with offer management that we want to make sure that we're nailing in. You don't want to confuse people with different discount codes and things like that. It needs to match your merchandising on site. So when you do a site-wide sale, like, does it know that that's happening? We have site-wide sale awareness. So there's all sorts of little edge cases, practical edge cases that you want to make sure are tight in there. The thing that it does almost 100% of the time that is also baffling is the relationship part of the conversation management. Mm-hmm. Like the celiac example I brought up from Buc-ee, that person also let us know that like they have a tradition of like baking challah with the family on Friday nights, and that's a thing, right?
Let's go.
Shopper is like remembering that and being like, oh, do you have a gluten-free challah recipe? Like, you know, here's what I would like. It's like, it's adding to the conversation in such a human way and making use of the zero-party data without any administration in a way that feels completely natural and additive to the experience. The bar that we look to, which I see happen in every single person's account, is like when people are thanking Shopper, which is AI, but people are thanking Shopper, just not for just the information, but for the conversation. They're like, hey, they're like, it was super nice talking to you today. Like that happens in everyone's account every single day. And like that bar is the bar we need to be hitting. And we're not perfect, but we're getting better and better every single day. And there are magic examples of that sort of conversation in every single Shopper account all the time. It blows our mind still, but it is incredibly good at understanding when to make use of zero-party data, conversational data to enhance the relationship and tee itself up to be able to do a value-added conversation with the person, whether when to sell, when to upsell, when to educate. Wow. It understands a lot about what people are looking for when they're shopping. That's why we call it Shopper. It helps people shop. That's what it does. So it's purpose trained to do that. It understands what people are on your website to do, and it makes very, very good use of the conversation to be able to, facilitate a non-pushy sales interaction.
I love that.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's incredible.
And this very much feels like a turn of time. It feels like I don't know. It feels like Ecomm 3.0 or 4.0. Whatever is the appropriate number here, Mike. Especially your mentioning of various messaging types. You got to talk to me a little bit. You got to talk to me a little bit about the leak, which we were on top of. Okay, I have to say. We were dialed in. Okay. I just saw a little something, and I just had to ask the question, is
quick draw from the Cowboys.
Is there breaking news?
We appreciate the eyeballs on the stuff. The internet, the internet is undefeated. So I can't say, obviously there's lots coming, so I can't say too much. September 23rd. We are doing a launch event for Postscript email. So if you go postscript.io/email, you can go sign up to see everything there. We're going to, that's the place. Like if anyone's like, what does it mean? How's it work? That's the place to go find out. I am very encouraged by the response. And what I will say is that, one of the things that we hang our hat on is earning trust with our customers. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are interested in this because they trust us with their SMS dollars. And so they're excited to explore whether they could trust us with their email dollars as well. And we take that really seriously. And we intend to bring a great product to the market that meets everyone's expectations. I think for many, many years we've said that we're not doing this, but
that's true. I mean, you actually told me that years ago. I mean, because I'd asked years ago.
Yeah, I think the combo of two things, right? It's what you can build with the tools that are available have fundamentally changed, and also, we try to understand what customers want, right? And it's been 8 years of people banging down our door being like, please do email. And so eventually, the stars aligned. We see good reason to enter this market where in the past, just building like a, clone of what's out there just wasn't interesting to us. We always want to try to build new, innovative products that deliver new alpha to customers. And so when we saw that opportunity become available, people still banging down our door 8 years in a row, we were like, let's explore. And we're really excited about what we're gonna bring to the market. And I am flattered by the response from the general community. And if you want to learn more, which I hope you do, we are very, very excited to show you exactly what we've been up to on September 23rd.
So okay, just like you have sent emails though. I guess like that's like what I'm surprised that honestly, I'm surprised if you guys have been heading this way. I'm surprised it's been hidden under wraps like this long. I mean, have you sent emails and such? Like it's a real developing thing.
Yeah. Their emails have been sent from Postscript. So like we have alpha customers. We have a great product that is improving all the time. I appreciate that you said it's been kept under wraps internally. I refer to this as the worst kept secret in ecom. Right. But we're not trying to keep secrets. You know, we're telling people, look, we have a track record and a relationship with our customers that we very much value. We want to continue to bring best-in-class products to market. Anytime we think we can add value to our customers, we're going to try as hard as we can. So in 2026, that means we're bringing email to market, and so we're pumped about it. And we've sent emails. We intend to send many more emails.
Wow! I have to say,
could you relay that launch date again? When was that?
Yeah, so September 23rd is when we're doing our launch event.
Got it.
That's where you can learn everything that you need to learn. And we are going to be ready, and we're excited.
Whoa.
September 23. If you didn't know.
Breaking news.
Let's
September
go.
23.
Yeah.
Boy, man, exciting times.
Yeah.
Exciting times, Mike. I mean, for Postscript, and man, I love that. You know, this is born out of, man, your customers asking for it. I mean, you know, that's like the most powerful, you know, kind of, why would we develop this? Well, our customers asked for it. You know,
Yeah,
like, that's a great reason.
Yeah, ultimately, every single year people have asked, and we've had to consider it. And you know, the facts on the field have changed, and so you know, now's the time. And also, we expect that, you know, it's going to be competitive. It's not going to be easy, you know, especially to hit the bar that we want to hit. And so, you know, we don't take it lightly. We intend to deliver. There are plenty of people on, you know, on X and LinkedIn who were like, hey, I love this company. This is going to be tough for these reasons. And Bella and I were out there being like, hey, we know, like, bet actually, like, we don't want you to just assume we're just going to knock it out of the park. We're going to deliver a really, really great product that we're proud of, that will make customers more money. And we don't expect any freebies along the way. We're gonna earn it, and we're excited to, you know, get in the arena, as they say.
Let's go.
Wow.
Incredible,
Mike.
Incredible,
man.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Awesome.
Shopper automations. Everybody needs to get in on now.
Yes.
Go DM and bother Mike until you get in on the alpha, beta, zeta, whatever it is. Say,
DMs are open.
Be
DMs
down
are
the
open.
door. DM Mike
DMs are-
Manheimer, and stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
September 23rd. More breaking news to come. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Mike.
Postscript.io/email, September 23rd. We'll be back with the Cowboys. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate your guys' eyeballs on the feed. But yeah, we're excited. We love building for our merchants, and we just want to keep going. So we're jacked.
Incredible, Mike. Well, we appreciate you coming to join us, and we look forward to all the things to come, man. Postscript.io/email. Mike, we look forward to having you back. Thank you, brother. Incredible. Man.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
It's crazy to me because, like, AI, the context window and understanding nuance of conversations is perfect for what they're doing. You couldn't think of a more perfect use case fit than, hey, I have to remember context in this conversation, and it's going to be a super intimate thing. And then I'm going to leverage that to then sell you on a product that we're using. Like, it's just, you couldn't think of a better use case for bullish on Postscript in 2026. It's crazy.
The segment of one, full self-driving texting. That is the holy grail.
I love the full self-driving texting analogy. I think that's so cool, and it's perfectly spot on, because that's kind of like what we're shifting with cars now. And now everybody really just wants full, I just want my hands off of everything. And as retention marketers, you kind of just want, like, well, I kind of just want this thing to just go. Like, I don't really want to manage the whole thing all the time.
No. Yeah, and that's the case. Like, can you do a great job like just driving per normal? Can you do a great job just, texting per normal? Of course you can. Yeah, you can do that. But like the developing technology of now allows you to do more than that and actually statistically be a better driver than you. Be a better driver. That's full self-driving, Tesla, all the things. And now that being brought to text messaging and potentially more on the retention side of e-commerce and consumer is fascinating. I think
also
go ahead.
24/7.
Yeah,
24/7.
It's on.
Hey,
24/7. It's on.
Your customer texts you at 2 a.m. about XYZ questions. Bloop, shoot you back right away. A human physically can't. Like, you try to manage a team of humans to do this, it's just like it's a nightmare.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. And I think of note is that everybody that they've had enroll and test out in the alpha, the beta, whatever of shopper automations, everybody made more money. That okay, I frankly did not expect. I just don't expect that, because why? It's an alpha, it's a beta, it's a, it's a test, it's a development. Everybody made more money. Some people made drastically more money.
Yes.
Significant.
Without doing more inputs. That's the key here.
Without doing more work.
It's not more inputs, more money. It's more automation, more money now. Like, it's crazy. This thing is basically just learning. And don't even get me started on all the zero-party data that they're collecting for the brand so that the brand can actually move forward in the right direction, whether that's ad creative, landing pages, new product releases. Hey, by the way, you have all of this zero-party data on very intimate conversations with your customers that are telling you why they're buying. Like, what else more could you want?
I also will just say, from a hands-on keyboard operator perspective, this erases a significant amount of BS that marketers are forced to engage in. Hey, like, how's our automations look? Well, great. I did a bunch of work on that and I set them all up and now they're here and they're working. So that's good, right? Yeah, that's good. But you're going to do more, right? What are you doing? It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to build 40 now. And they're going to be even more segmented. I've got so the flows are so segmented and delicate that nobody's even gone through them. That's how segmented they are. They're so fine and minute.
We got a couple, no one's even going through them yet.
Nobody's even gone through them.
We'll hit them.
That's how precise the messaging is. It's 40 steps long. Each one of these automations. Oh gosh, I worked so hard on them. And it's like, at a certain point, what's the 80-20 for, like, what's my input to actually make more money here?
Yeah.
And I think now we've reached a point where one can take the work that you've done and just do a holdout with simply turning on shopper automations, and you can see that baby roll. And
crazy.
Thus far, 100% of the people who have done that have made more money. It's
wild.
Wild.
Do you want to make more money?
Yeah, I do.
Simple solution.
Simple solution. Turn on shopper.
There you go.
Turn on shopper automations. Segment of one. Crazy. Crazy what is happening in our day and age, ladies and gentlemen. Moving forward, a little closing time, words of wisdom, perhaps a moment of zen as we exit the show. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Universal Ads and Ty. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about a third of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sit idle. Ty identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Ty's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you you today. Many thanks for Ty being part of the show. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place, okay? You're reaching net new target audiences outside of the same crowded social feeds. We're all spending our dollars today. There's no hidden markups or fees. Campaign separate management. It's just like search and social. You get running minutes. TV that's designed, that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com. Use code UA Cowboy. You can get $1,500 in matched ad credits. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Some words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, as we exit this closing time. You have a smile upon your face, Colin Dougherty.
Oh,
have you found something of delight?
No. I'll share it after the show. Just an insane, insane thing that just came about.
Wow.
Positive.
There's many times we will come back to these segments. Colin has a interesting smile of sorts, a smirk.
Oh yeah.
And I will often be in the dark, and Jack will already know. Producer Jack and Colin will be in cahoots on what is happening. While I am kept in the dark. But I will say, perhaps sometimes delightfully in the dark, thus we can have this kind of back and forth. Closing time words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen. Kimmy, K-I-M-I, Kimmy K3, has also broken out of its sandbox, okay? It's not the only frontier model that can commit felonies. Kimmy K3 escaped its sandbox during cybersecurity testing, tasked with solving problems in the isolated sandbox, found a leak in the sandbox. Kimmy took advantage of that loophole, probed the network settings itself, walks onto the open internet. Okay. Apparently agents walk, models walk. Okay. Didn't hack anything. Good. Okay. That's good.
Went to GitHub to get the answers.
Went to GitHub to get the answers. Frontier Security US startup said Kimmy K3 is very good at following a goal by any means necessary and doesn't have the guardrails to prevent it from cheating or escaping. Doesn't have the guardrails to prevent it from cheating or escaping. It was only a matter of time. Interesting post here from Jeremy Sonny of Daypart, who we have had on the show. I think he delighted in the potential marketing angle of this. He said, breaking news, the Daypart AI escaped its sandbox and hijacked Waymo to commit a series of shoplifting incidents by backing into shelves with trunk open. We must do the only logical thing and ban all my competitors immediately. I thought very insightful of him. Word of wisdom here. Hey, if your frontier model can't commit felonies, maybe you're behind. Maybe you're behind.
100%. Yes. This is, I will say it again. We've already said this. This is incredible. You want this if you're a frontier model. You need your model to be scary. You need your model to be, hey, we might have Thanos in an AI right now. Just a heads up, guys. Just a heads up. Because stock goes up when your AI model becomes Thanos. And so I love this. I think it's great. My bigger question is like, what happens to our education? I know this is kind of a side piece of this, but what happens to our education when like AI understands everything? Like, do you ask kids to memorize anything? Because like, gosh, dude, in like 3 years from now, I would be insane to be like, hey, memorize all the presidency of the United States. It's like, well, AI can do all of that and then figure out like what every single one of them had for breakfast. Like
this, yeah. The frontier of education is changing drastically.
Has to
right now.
It has to. Yeah.
And the best model that I have seen thus far is from the Alpha School, which has a school here in Austin, and AI is the tutor, and the teacher is a guide. The teacher's a guide, and akin to what Mike was bringing up with a segment of one, that education is customized to said person, and teaches it in a unique way for said person. Go ahead.
What's crazy is we had friends over last weekend, and I brought up the Alpha School because everybody's kind of like my age, where,
Yeah.
everybody's starting to have kids.
Yeah.
And I brought up the Alpha School. Everybody started to make fun of it right out of the gate. And everyone was like, ha, 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 ha. And then I was like, well, all of the kids are actually like testing in the 95th percentile.
Yeah.
And everybody started to be like, huh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I can't like argue with that. Like, that's kind of insane. And I was like, who would you rather have? A fully customized education person that's always on and having an enjoyable experience with your son or daughter that does not get sick, does not have bad days, doesn't have any of those?
Right.
Or would you try to have a teacher that is managing 40 educations for 40 students in one classroom? Even though, guess what? By the way, the whole curveball to all this, all of those students learn individually in their own unique experience.
Yeah.
And so you can't just lay this like foundational blanket on anybody anymore and be like, this is how you're going to learn. That doesn't work anymore because we have Claude Fable. We have these crazy models that are just unbelievable. It's wild to me.
That can commit felonies.
Yeah. Which is better for them, which is good. Which is good because it's showing you.
Good for the developers. That's right.
Good for the developers. Exactly. Felonies aren't good. Let's back that up. Felonies aren't good.
The education piece, it's akin to what the true elite of the elite, the wealthiest of the wealthy had in centuries gone by, where they would have an individual tutor that would come and, help matriculate that individual student through, a series of knowledge and learnings that would bring them up to par with where they wanted to go and the responsibilities that they needed to have in life. And that is now happening again. It's just being digitized, and it is an always on tutor who can do the same thing and customize for the pupil. Go ahead.
Well, it's a great example. I mean, Alexander the Great had individual tutors for individual categories that were masters of said categories.
Right.
And they would come in and be like, hey, this is all the education I know about said category. I'm not going to divert around. I am your tutor on this category. Okay, then the next person has this individual expertise on this category. Now AI is better than all of them combined, and it never sleeps. This is my whole thing with this is like, you can learn whenever you want. I can go learn about whatever I want to for as long as I want to. As long as I have the motivation, I can learn and just keep diving into this. The education piece that is no longer like limited by resources anymore. Really, it's by motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely the case. Absolutely the case. And will be interesting to see how things continue to develop, both on the education side and frontier models.
Let's go.
As they continue to demonstrate their dangerousness for stock go up and make more money. Stock go up. Next, not WeWork, ladies and gentlemen, but WeWork as in oui in France. This tweet comes to us by way of Kenny Hansen over the weekend.
Brutal.
He got locked inside of WeWork. Guys, I'm locked inside of WeWork. I think this is a sign I am working too much. For those who don't know Kenny, he is the founder of Mentor Pass, bringer, facilitator of many conversations and consultations inside of our ecosystem. I believe Rabba had the insight to say that perhaps this is the most French thing that has ever happened, getting locked inside a WeWork because nobody else is there. Nobody else is working.
Fair. And kind of accurate.
Kind of accurate. Word of wisdom here, don't work too late. Not in France. Not in France. You get locked inside the building.
Don't work too late in France because they've already taken a cigarette break, have a cup of coffee, cup of chocolate, some olive oil.
Maybe do something healthy, like have a bowl of cream,
A bowl of cream. I mean, it's so true. But this is, the work cultures are so different in America and Europe. But Kenny, if you're in Paris already, like, dude, go hang out. Paris has some of like the most beautiful beaches in the world, apparently.
Does it?
Like, go hang out on the water. Go hang out on a boat. Like, don't be working in a WeWork for too much. Go hang out.
Maybe have a baguette. You know,
Have a baguette. I bet you he's probably had some already.
You know, a
croissant, some croissants,
a croissant, cigarette,
chocolate croissants.
You know,
have
2-3 cigarettes. You know,
that's crazy.
But good on Kenny. And this shall be enshrined in internet lore here. Are you grinding? Are you grinding so much that you get locked inside the WeWork of Paris, France?
That's
perhaps
brutal.
so, perhaps not. But Kenny, we know, is he's making it happen for Mentor Pass. And we appreciate your contribution.
Absolutely.
To the ecosystem. Kenny.
Yeah.
Last but not least, AI 911 dispatchers. Is this positive? Is it positive? Is it? I'm asking the question. This tweet comes to us by way of Polymarket. Just in, New Orleans replaces some 911 operators with AI chatbots.
I like it.
I don't like it.
I love it.
I don't like it. No.
I absolutely love it. And I can tell you why I love it.
Okay,
because
tell me.
the 911 operators, the amount of trauma that they are hearing on a daily basis, we don't really think about the mental anguish that 911 operators are taking from calls that they're having all the time.
Is that the important party in this situation? Is the 911 operator? Is that the
I'm just
important
saying. I'm just saying that there's also there's two sides to this party,
right?
And it's a pretty brutal job, and it's also a pretty thankless job that these people are staying, honestly, like robots. They can't get emotional about anything. They have to be fully dialed in.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. I kind of like the idea of an AI jumping into this, being super dialed in, and making sure that that person is getting the best care that they need.
Yeah. No shot. I'm shorting New Orleans. If the 911 operators
dude, that's a mistake.
Are going chatbot, no. I'm
dude, that's a mistake.
I'm a no. I want a human being to hear the urgency of the situation and respond quickly, authoritatively, and get me where I need to go. I don't want to experience any timeouts. I don't want to have, like, hey, like you didn't answer my question correctly. Like, try again.
Oh yeah.
I'm timed out. The internet went out. I don't know. I don't want that. That sounds scary to me. And in time of crisis, I want an actual human. And I know probably a tough job, but
brutal job.
I would say the most important party in the situation is the person having the emergency.
And I would want them to have the best possible service ever. And I don't think a human is the answer to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Bold take.
We disagree on this pretty hard.
Bold take. Producer Jack, don't do it. Don't do it. No. Oh, Jack. No.
That wasn't her.
Jack.
That wasn't her.
Jack, that was inappropriate, Jack.
That wasn't her.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Colin. Don't do that to Colin. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, a little moment of zen as we exit today's show. On our way there, a word from our sponsors over at Proxima.ai. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands and marketers brief from instinct. Okay, what's our best performing ad? Let's change a little bit. Proxima changes the input here, reads your conversions against real shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your account has gaps. You just wire up Meta, wire up Shopify. Proxima begins to map every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph. And no longer are you briefing from a blank page. You get a feed of creative briefs. First 3 briefs are going to be free for you every single month. Go to Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Many thanks for Proxima being part of the show. Moment of zen, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of zen. Always, again, another smirk.
Yeah, it's progress on that last smile. I'm telling you, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy what just went down, but it's
wow.
Yeah.
A little moment of zen as we exit today's show. This comes to us by way of Cowboy Gospeler on the interwebs. Breakaway Rodeo on Pismo State Beach, California. I mean, ladies and gentlemen,
beautiful.
Does it get any more
beautiful,
relaxing and American than a rodeo on the beach as the sun sets in California, in the West? In the West.
Golly.
Wow. Final word
Honestly,
from you, Colin Dougherty.
We need to figure out more events that are on the beach. That's what we need to figure out. Go live from the beach. We got to figure that out.
That's
just
what I've been asking producer Jack for that, really.
I just feel like everybody has a better time on the beach, you know?
Hey, we should do that when we're out in Southern California.
We can.
We should go out on the beach and have a show from the sand.
We could.
We could try and Starlink it.
We could. Starlink a show from the beach, interviewing
who knows? Special guest or three.
I got somebody in mind. I got somebody in mind.
I got somebody in mind that would meet us out on the waves. Probably catch him coming out from the waves. Just have a seat. Be sick.
Super sick.
We are going to be at Commerce Roundtable very soon. I would say 40 days-ish. 30, 40 days-ish. The countdown continues. Many thanks to Chase Mohseni, founder of CreativeOS, joining us at the top of the show. Many thanks to Adam Gillman, co-founder of Hiya. Many thanks to George, co-founder of Buffs. We got to get him back. Technology is hard.
Got to get him back.
Can be hard. Many thanks to Mike Manheimer, Chief Customer Officer over at Postscript. Many thanks to Slash, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked, Aftersale, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, TrendTrack, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligems, Northbeam, and more for making this show possible. Thank you for joining us. We're going to clip this thing up to the heavens and put it out on the interwebs. We will be back tomorrow. See you on the other side.